Do either come on.
All right. Let me refresh.
Here we be.
We're just waiting.
I know it's fine.
All right. Let me see if it's doing right on the Porch Church.
I think the notification just popped up too that you were live.
Oh, really? So it's just now popping up?
I think so.
All right, you guys.
Hush.
I don't know if anybody's out there watching through Facebook or maybe watching through YouTube because I just had called Denise and didn't start setting this up until what 15 minutes ago, Denise.
Yeah.
So it does, it's not giving a lot of time. There, hey Lily,
Hey,
hey
Lily.
Jen.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, Jen.
So
Hey, darling. How are
I
you,
look, you
Lily?
guys, I have been fighting it coming live since early today. I had stuff I had to do. So, I could have come in here, and every time I'd start in here, I'd walk right back, go back in my bedroom. And every time I did that, I would be like, you need to be in there now. What was sitting there watching TV, and I couldn't get settled. I couldn't find something to watch. And so finally, I'm like, I know what's going on. I keep even talking about what's for supper, Swam.
I love you,
Oh,
Kevin.
today is
Oh,
um,
happy birthday,
it's her mama's
Gianna.
birthday to
I knew it
Gianna.
was coming. I knew
Yes.
it was coming.
So, Jen, I was like, no, I've got to go in there and do that. When I got in here, my usually my
I love you guys.
oh, that's good, Jen. Whatever you bring home, laugh out loud. But
Good answer, Jen. Good
I come
answer.
in there and sit down. I couldn't get my the keyboard was lit up, but I couldn't get my screen to show anything. And my mouse, I'm like, what's going on? I tried and tried to, I'm like, oh my gosh. Hey, Willow.
Hey,
So,
Willow.
so I was like, no, the devil is a lie. No. So
Amen.
I tried everything. I'm like, I went in there, got my laptop, and come in here. And every time I told Denise I'd get ready to do something on the laptop, or my computer would do something. I'd close the laptop, and then it'd mess up again. I'm nope. So I got my phone, the laptop, and this. So when that much stuff is on, you know that you got to push through. You guys, that's what I got to start doing. Ain't that right, Denise? I got to push.
Yep. We got to just push through what's going on and get her done.
Yep. And tomorrow I've got to go to my cousin's house because she is doing a lighthouse for church.
Hush. Hush. It's
So
Tatum.
she said she prayed about it. Well, Lord, who can I get to help me with this? Who? She said, you come to mind. I said, of course I did, because God said, call your cousin. She's a craft hoarder. She's got stuff. And she said, who? I said, me, Lisa. I'm talking about me. I said, God knows that I'm a craft hoarder.
What do you need? I got it.
So yeah, she and I got talking, then we was talking about church and yeah. And she told me what I missed out on Sunday night at church. I'm like, yeah, thank you for that. It was a community. You guys know I love the community
Yeah.
ones. She said there were 8 churches that were represented, and they had
Awesome.
it at my church. Lisa said it was going on. And I'm like, doggone, see, that's what I get. And I told her, I said, more I'm trying to get back to church. I said, we'll go on a Saturday night. I said, then Sunday morning I'll be running a fever. I won't be able to get out of bed. And I said, I beat myself up all day about it. But I've got to do like I've been, what I'm doing this week.
Yep.
And I'm telling you guys, I almost didn't do that. So I said, nope, even if it's for 30 minutes, even if it's until Kevin walks through that door. I still had on my sleep shirt from yesterday. So I run in the back room and grab the one thing I could find. I'm like, oh, please don't let it be too hot in that room. My hair's a mess. Hey, Michelle. Hey,
Hey,
Red.
Michelle. Oh, my goodness.
So
My Michelle.
my hair was a
Hey,
mess.
Red.
My hair was a mess. So
Love you guys. Love you,
I
love you,
put
love you.
this on. I'm like, whoop, pulled me things because Denise knows I got a thing about my forehead. Yeah, I got these after Valentine's Day, so I'm like, yeah, I'll pull my hair back with these.
I told her, I said, they're perfect.
Oh, and these were from Christmas. That's a donut. Look how pretty. And a
Don't
pretzel.
do with that donut and pretzel.
Oh, and the pretzel. Isn't that so pretty? I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but they're pretty.
Should
They
do
didn't
something.
cost, they didn't cost hardly nothing. So, Michelle, it's been a while since I got to see you.
I see her on Sandy's all the time. I love me some
I
Michelle.
got cheat up with those on my head. Oh, I got a cheer. Um, but yeah, I was telling my cousin, she's loud like me. Um, thank you, Michelle. Hey, she might have been talking about you look good, Denise.
I doubt it. Quit.
But yeah, me and my cousin, if we're in church, me and my husband waiting for everything to start, we can tell when one of my cousins come in. She's the first cousin. She's so loud. And you guys got to think it's me 10 times more. So we're very animated. And so anyway, you guys, I called the insurance yesterday to talk to the people about the trying to find me a counselor. Okay, Lily, I'll be looking for that. I can't wait for some good news.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
I
so
think I already
anyway,
know it.
I called and the person wasn't even a counselor. His name is Alex. So what is the chance? Now he sent me the email so where I could go on and find a head shrink.
A
But
head shrink.
yeah, he and I got talking, and guess what? He is a Pentecostal. He is a Pentecostal. Um, what do you call the music director?
Oh, cool.
He's been married twice. He lost his mama in 2020, and it was hard on him. And his sister and he said his sister and his daddy are just alike. They don't like to talk. He said it was always him and his mom. So I told him about Casey moving, and I said, but I still get talk to him. Tiffany said, "Mom, how did you find out all that stuff?" I said, "We just talked." I said, "I wasn't bringing it out of him." And then he'd say, "Oh, let me get back to business." And then he'd be doing something, and then we'd get, talking again. And I told him, I said, I try to read sometimes what Paul is saying. I said, he's hard to read. I said, it's like I got ADHD when I try to read some of the stuff Paul says. He said, "Oh, you and me both." He said, "I think Paul was schizophrenic." And we just bust out laughing. And I said, because the part that says I do what I shouldn't do and I don't do what I should do, I said, that's paraphrasing. I'm telling you guys, that's paraphrasing. And I'm talking about Paul that used to be Saul in the Bible. But anyway,
Yep.
so we done talked about all this stuff. And I told him, I said, you know what? God will order your steps. I
Yep.
said, not only will he order your actual feet to step where you're supposed to, I said, but it is not by chance that you and I talked today.
Amen.
Because all he would have done was
Give you the information.
see, Red said, her health plan, the person prayed, and he told me, he said, just be careful. He said, I've gone to other places myself. He
Uh-huh.
said, make sure that it lines up with what you believe,
Yep.
what your beliefs are. I
Yes.
said, oh yeah, I wouldn't do it if I didn't. I said, because you know what? You could have just been an atheist today.
Yep.
And I said, but look, we had all this talking, you shared, and I said, I have been blessed, Alex, to have met you. I
Yep.
said, for whatever reason.
Quit. Sorry. These dogs are get off.
Yes,
Uh,
Fred. And look, I told him, I said, it's hard. I said, it's hard for me. I said, I've been saved since I was 9. And I said, so all of these scriptures and stuff, they're there. I said, but I can't remember, memorize verses
Stop it.
with the numbers. I said, it's sort of like somebody that knows road signs. I said, well, I said, I tell people I am a landmark. I'm like somebody, if I'm going somewhere, you better tell me, oh, it's the road after Kentucky Fried Chicken. You turn down that road. Don't
Yep.
tell me it's on County Road so and so.
That's me.
You
Give
know,
me some landmarks I can see.
he would be talking about it's on 8th Street. You know,
Like, I
Francis,
don't know streets.
when me and Francis
What's it close to?
when me and Francis used to go yard selling, we'd get the paper and we'd scope it out the night before. We'd have that paper and she'd say, turn here, turn there, because she knew all the roads like that. Then it got to where we quit doing yard sales. And I said, Francis, I need to get stuff up and take it to the yard sale and say, hey, you guys can sell this. I don't want it. But anyway, I told Alex, I said, that's how I am about the Bible. I said, I can tell you, but we didn't have GPS back then, Jen.
Very true. Yeah.
Yeah, this was
I
like,
know everybody puts, I'm like, that
yeah,
ain't going to do me no good.
Casey's 33, so I'm talking about 30 years ago.
But yeah,
So I told him, I said, so I can find it.
it's
I can
awesome
find
rest.
it. I can Google and find it. I know enough of scriptures that I can do that.
Amen.
And then I told him about you guys. So you guys probably think, how long was you guys on the phone? But I promise, I would stop talking, and then he would talk about something and get me going again. So I don't feel guilty that I held this man
That's the way I get them. I get phone calls like that all the time. And
Casey.
people, Jean told, it was so funny because Jean told Sarah before we left, her and Tatum, before we left to go on the cruise, she said, now I will tell you this. Your mama will know everybody's name, where they from, how many kids they got, what they're doing with their life. She said, you will know everything about them, and I won't know nothing.
Well, the
She
only
said, she'll walk by, we'll walk. And they'll say hey to her, and she'll say, hey, so and so, and hey, so. And I'm looking at her, how do you know this?
hey Ben, did
Hey,
you
Ben.
do
Yep,
you
yep.
are you back? Did you
Oh, dude.
do you have your granddaughter and your great grandbaby?
Do you? We want to know.
So the only reason I can remember his name is Alex because I thought of that
Yeah,
man Flipper, Alex. He's so
yeah.
sweet and he's so supportive. But this guy kind of reminded me listening to him
I'm
of that. And
fixing to throw both of you off. Stop.
plus, I wrote his name down because I've been in customer service before, and then I've heard Tiffany. Tiffany will always, if somebody's got a name badge, she will always refer to them as their name. You
Yeah.
know, thank you, so and so. So I always write down who I'm talking with.
Oh, yeah.
I write
Me
down their
too.
name. But when Casey was doing tech support when he was still living at home and was in the bedroom in there, he'd come out sometimes, take a break. He said, "Mom, I was on that phone so long." He said, "But I couldn't just cut her off." He said, "That woman," he said, "it was like we had a revival in there." So, there were times that Casey would do that. Hey, Derek.
Hey, Derek.
Look, I'm like, Barnburger, Derek. So
that just thrilled my heart when I heard that. I was like, yes. God just kept on working, just kept on going. I was like, yes, yes, yes.
And that's why I told Lisa today, Denise, I said, Lisa, the more driving since 2 a.m., 5 hours to go just get there, then return. Ben, that's how it was with Denise. It was what, a 5 hour from your house to here?
About 4 hours.
Yeah, 4 hours for Denise to get here. Um, but her daughter stayed overnight. She didn't stay here. But if it happens again, she can because there's that king
Oh,
size
yeah.
bed in there.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was telling
But if
Lisa.
her and Casey had had time to talk, she'd have stayed the
Oh,
night there.
yep. But I told my cousin. I said it's like a battle with me and Denise both. I said we're kind of both going through the same thing. And I said, but I've got to do what I do. I said, because Tiffany says she hears my happy voice when I'm on here.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, I've got to get myself back. And I said, because if I don't have my joy, and I said, Lisa, you know how I am. She said, well, what is your happy place? Tell me that. What makes you happy? And I guess I don't get asked that question. Oh, 17 hours each way.
Ooh, that's a long way.
Being that would just that
Oh,
would
that was too much.
that would just hurt me. That would hurt me.
Me too, bad.
So when she asked me on the phone, "What is your what makes you happy?" I just stopped talking. I'm like, I said, when I'm with my people. I said, and they give me love. Hey, my love, Chris. Where's my Chris?
Chris! Hey, baby.
Chris, you and Precious.
I love you.
So, yeah, I said that. And
Oh, Ben.
I said, Lisa, being around people.
Ooh,
And I
yeah.
said, that's what makes me happy. I said, Tiffany said when she hears me from the other room, she calls this my happy voice that you guys hear.
Yep.
Being, and I told Lisa, I said, I did put a video out there. And I said, so Lisa, I know they were praying for me. So every prayer that you guys prayed for me, I know that's what's helped me
Yep.
get back here.
I told Darlene it was so funny because that morning she made the video. I said I was laying here thinking I wanted to go outside and on the porch and do a video about what was going on with me, which Darlene's words were almost exactly what I was thinking in my head that I wanted to say because I knew stuff was going on. And I thought about it, I said, Lord, you just work in the most wonderful ways. I mean, just amazing, awesome ways. And, I'm blessed to be able to see that and to watch it and to understand that it belongs to me too. Those blessings are there. They're every day if we just look, open your eyes. That's all you got to do. because you do. I get blessed every day. I
Oh,
love, I love being here. I was so excited about being here. I was telling everybody, I said, y'all, we went live yesterday. We went live today. Josh got on the phone. I said, me and Darlene went live today, yesterday. He said, you did? He said, I'm proud, Mom.
and see, I was sitting there waiting for Kevin to call me back and to tell me what I needed to do. So I was waiting on him.
Hey, baby. Yes,
And
we're live. Hold on.
when um he FaceTimed me one time, he said, "Look at this." And it was two helicopters. What in the world with the city? Tiffany, you hear me? There was your daddy, there was two helicopters in the bay over there. And I'm like, Kevin said, "Yeah, I'm about to go up in a helicopter." I said, "Yeah, right. You have somebody take a picture. He ain't getting in no helicopter, no plane, no nothing." But oh, hey, Terry, my love. I heard that you're having a hard time with your health. Terry, you got to get better. You have you've got to get better. I don't like to hear when you're sick. With this pew pew, I
Okay.
don't I don't know. What are you talking about,
Hey,
Terry?
Terry.
What are you doing?
How you doing?
Well, look, I mean, I don't.
You're so
Oh,
crazy.
Terry,
Probably gonna put some gas in it too.
Okay.
don't don't give up.
I love you.
Love you too.
Don't give up.
Put your shirt on.
I do.
Okay.
Just say you're slowly living. Just
There
say
you go.
you're slowly living.
Amen.
Because Terry, we do have, and it's not my story to tell unless they want to. Oh yeah, Red, that makes sense. Um,
Definitely.
I already have two people that have, been told what, how long they have. But, God's still in control.
I
And
gotcha.
that's why the doctors will give you an estimate because they
Great.
don't know. That's right, Derek. I got you.
Yeah, I understood.
Um, yeah, you could see him looking like Rambo, couldn't you?
Yeah.
I could see him looking like Rambo, hanging out of it.
She's
But
just looking like.
he's had some strange, calls about welding on different things, and that'll be something I'll tell you guys one day. Maybe after he retires. Maybe after he's retired. Oh, Michelle, feeding the critters is a big deal around here. You
Oh,
got
yeah, here too.
you got two cats and one dog in the house, and you got Tiger. He's our junkyard dog, as I call him. He takes care of the shop, and then Ash, our raccoon. So Kevin has to feed them twice a day, and he cooks an egg for Ash.
Well, we got 7 dogs, 1 cat, 2 hamsters, and 2 goldfish to feed here. Of
But
course, the dogs and the cat eat outside. I don't let them eat in the house anymore. They eat outside.
well, we have two different kinds of cat food now because Kevin said Ash only likes one kind, and that's the raccoon. Plus, she gets an egg every morning. Eggs cost too much. Just let her eat the cat food.
Guess what? We
What?
don't have to pay for eggs anymore here.
Who's got chickens?
My sister, well, my nephew, but they at my sister's house. She got oodles and oodles of eggs. I'm like, yes.
Terry, make sure you read what Derek. I'm going to highlight it. Um, um, Derek, you can put in the chat what you were diagnosed with. So we're not letting Derek give up, you know,
No.
because he done beat me out because I was gonna go blonde. I was gonna go blonde, and when my hair started getting lighter and lighter pink, and every time I looked in the mirror, I was like, See, I had to get my sassy back. But yeah, I don't like goldfish either, Jen. Let me highlight this stuff because people on Facebook, they hear what I'm saying, but they can't see what you guys are saying in the chat.
Goldfish are so high maintenance.
I don't. My ex mother in law had a.
That's Sarah's business in there.
She
I
had
don't
fish.
mess with the ham. I don't. Well, I will feed them once in a while, but Sarah feeds the hamsters, feeds the goldfish. And hers, I feed her dogs.
Red, we had neighbors that would put their cats out as soon as they'd come into heat. They'd get a little kitten, and then the kitten would go into heat, and they'd put the cat outside. Oh my gosh, we had so many cats around here one time, and we had a sand pile because Kevin was having to use sand to, level up before he done the concrete on the. I always said the pool side of the shop, and
I'll be right
oh
back.
my God. Okay. He went out there one day and I forget exactly how many cats he counted, but it would have been around 10, I think. They were using his sand as a litter box. He was so mad. We had so many of them and he'd catch them and take them off. Terry, I'm glad you're on here now. With Derek in the chat because he understands, and sometimes when we have somebody that understands us and what we're going through, um, sometimes it can make you not feel quite so alone. So that's what that is what Derek is going through, and but he still keeps going. He's still doing what he enjoys doing, and that's his artwork on um, his artwork
Him
and
and his crafty
do,
self.
doing his die cast stuff.
Oh,
So
he
uh,
gets.
Terry, Terry, continue to do your artwork.
Yes.
You
Yes,
guys,
yes.
my husband's home now, so I'm gonna get off of here so that way I can figure out what to do for supper. Um,
Yes. I
I'm not
love you guys.
I'm not quite sure what time tomorrow I'll be getting on here. I might do this and then go to my cousin's to help her, or I might go there first. But either way, you guys will hear from me tomorrow. I love you. Thank you guys for supporting me by being here. And our prayers are with you guys. And we appreciate any prayers that you guys send our way.
Amen.
So I love you guys.
Love you.
Hugs
God
and
bless
kisses.
y'all.